All right, Shalom, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah Kodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to you, Akim, across the world, pushing this word in truth and in sincerity and with charity. And I got this article or
Officer.
video
We're back
pulled
with
up
the
here.
Fox News alert right now.
I'm gonna let you take a look at it.
Ukraine's military.
Phil, stop playing. I'm gonna let you take a look at that, and then I got another video pulled up.
This wasn't no
All
bear.
right.
Taking incoming.
So we
It's like
are
a bear squad.
Dad, what's a bear squad?
trying
It's
to
a
get
cross
these
between a
videos
bear
to.
and a
artillery rounds in eastern Ukraine. Our own Trey Yanks is.
All right, so I gotta pause. There's too much going. It's too much clutter on these websites, but I got two videos pulled up here, and I'm just gonna show you, all right, how wicked the West, which is America, Babylon the Great, and NATO and the EU. I'm gonna show you how wicked this beast system, and ultimately, this is gonna show forth that this man is the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. Let me get the word devil real quick. Let's go to the online etymology. Let's go here real quick. All right, devil. Noun. It says Old English defal, a devil, a subordinate evil spirit afflicting humans. Also in Christian theology, the devil, a powerful spirit of evil, otherwise known as Satan. Let's go down. It says the late Latin word is from ecclesiastical Greek diabolos, which in Jewish and Christian use was the devil, Satan, and which in general use meant accuser, slanderer. Thus, it was a scriptural loan translation of Hebrew Satan. It is an agent, Greek diablion, to slander, attack, literally to throw across through. All right, so this man is a slanderer. Let's get that word real quick, and that's really what the word devil means. So when we say that this so-called white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of, we do not mean, or we are not speaking on some dude underground with the pitchfork, man. And this is that fantasy you people of the see. That's that fantasy that Esau has put you people in and put you under the hypnosis of believing there's some type of damn man, some mystical creature man, all red with a pitchfork like Hellboy. There's no such thing. That's not biblical. This was everything that's been set up in this reality was all basically witchcraft and enchantments from who? The people. All right, the physical counterparts on the planet, the so-called white man, they are by attribute, they are the devil that the Bible speaks of, which means a slanderer, an accuser. That's why they're known as the accuser of the brethren, a slanderer, or a liar, a trickster, a deception artist. All right, they're all of these things. An accuser. Let's see what else they got in here. It says meaning false god, heathen god, a diabolical person. See that? This is the devil, man. A person resembling a devil or demon in character. In character. See? So we know the MO of the so-called white man. This man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Now let me show you this and show you how much of a damn devil this man is. Pause that. Let's turn the sound back on. Let's watch this video.
We're back with the Fox News alert right now. Ukraine's military taking incoming artillery rounds in eastern Ukraine. Our own Trey Yanks is live with Ukraine's Minister of Interior Affairs right now on the front lines. Trey, you appear to be in a bunker there. We're seeing your camera shot in the commercial break. Things look tense. Tell us what you're seeing.
Guys, good morning. We are right now in the trenches of eastern Ukraine with the country's Minister of the Interior. You can see behind me, soldiers are making sure they're prepared for incoming artillery rounds. This morning, this position took artillery along with a number of other locations along the border here. Over the past 48 hours, Russian-backed separatists in the eastern part of Ukraine have fired hundreds of artillery shells at Ukrainian troops, killing at least one soldier and injuring a number of civilians. You could hear off in the distance there, along this line of contact, there are a number of direct hits that are taking place. It's a major concern for the forces that are here in the eastern part of the country because they're worried that this escalation could be the first chapter of a very bloody book in this conflict. We are seeing right now a very coordinated disinformation campaign taking place by the Russian government. Just yesterday, separatists in the two cities, Donetsk and Luhansk, in the eastern part of the country, ordered the evacuation of their civilians. Analysts in the region are concerned that this could be used to lay the groundwork for invasion pretext that Western intelligence analysts believe Russian President Putin is looking for. We also know that Russian state media is reporting today a number of Ukrainian hits within Russian territory. All of this a major concern to the forces here along the border, who tell Fox News they are not.
Okay, I don't know what happened here.
Kimberly Potter was trying
Let's see if we can get this video started.
to do the right thing.
Looks like Trey's shot has frozen. Obviously, he's sitting there on the front lines in eastern Ukraine. An incredibly tense situation.
See this,
Pete,
and
I think
I'll say this: this is all propaganda from the so-called white man. This is a part of his witchcraft, because this is a video over here I'm going to show you, where there's eyewitnesses in Ukraine, and they're saying that the NATO and the EU and the US are starting this, but now they're on TV saying that Russia's starting this. You see how this devil works? You know how he plays on the minds of people. All right, this is 2 Thessalonians 2. Let's see here. 2 Thessalonians 2:7, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work, only he who now letteth will let, until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan. We just read that in the definition of devil, a satanic person. A person, alright, basically, let's go back to it. See if I can find it. It says the late Latin word is from ecclesiastical Greek diablos, which is Jewish and Christian use, was the devil, Satan, accuser, slanderer. This is why we call Esau the devil. All right, because what? Let's show you. I'm going to show you a little piece of this.
This is February the 18th, 2022. And we have some breaking news for you guys. This is very, very important what you're going to witness this morning. So I want to give you a heads up really quick. If you want to record this in case they take it down and let the world know who is actually starting the war here in Ukraine. It is not the Russians, folks. I repeat, it is not the Russians who are starting this war. This is the Ukrainian side which is going to start the war, and we have eyewitness. We have a 13-minute eyewitness video from Ukraine on the contact line with a gentleman interviewing eyewitnesses that the shelling is starting from the Ukrainian side, not the Russian side.
Boom. Now you heard it there. The shelling, all right, or these small, these smaller round explosive devices, they're starting over on the Ukrainian side. That's the NATO and the beast in the EU. All right, Babylon the Great and that beast system starting this war, man. All right, so with that, we understand what's coming. We understand that this is going to culminate in this World War III. All right, the MOTB, spoken of in Revelation 13, is on its way. And Yahweh Shemiah Shai is making good on the things he wrote in this book, all right, and showed to the men of old to write down in visions, man. All right, 2 Thessalonians 2:7, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work, because during this time, during the Lord's time, the Romans were ruling, the Edomites were ruling, so that iniquity was on the planet in power then. All right, it says, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work, only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, even him whose coming, he's talking about the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, the Edomites, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan. All right, to sit up here and deliberately lie and create all this propaganda. All right, playing with the minds of the people here in America, making it seem like it's the Russians' fault, when in fact there's eyewitnesses on the ground. I'm gonna put these videos in the description box. There's eyewitnesses saying, from on the ground in Ukraine, that Ukraine is starting this, man. So this is the rumors of war the Lord spoke on as well. It says verse 8. It says, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders. Lying, just blatantly sitting up here lying. You're talking about Russia started it, where there's eyewitnesses saying that the Ukrainian military, they started the shelling. So this goes into those rumors of war that we're hearing now, man. Let's see here. Verse 10, and with all deceivableness, there we go, and of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. All right, so these people are in these last times. The world ultimately is gonna believe. Majority of the world is gonna believe America. So these people are they're gonna be deceived. That's why a lot of our people, the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, they're deceived. All right, they're gonna go ahead and trust in Egypt. That is the same thing it speaks on in the book of Isaiah, man. They're gonna go down to Egypt for help because they have been deceived by this devil, man. Right along with his own people.
Take on the sense
See,
of
let's just finish
inevitability.
this video
Explore
up.
that. You and I were talking earlier about that war gaming that Jennifer Griffin is reporting how this could go down. When that was laid out by Jennifer Griffin, it's expected, or it's projected, that within hours, half of the Ukrainian forces could be casualties if there is a full-on Russian invasion.
It all
and Trey
depends
is
on
right there.
He's right there. They're trying to create a pretext. If we get his shot back, by the way, a lot of questions we'd like to ask him. Just the sense of what Ukrainians think is coming, and what is the threshold by which Ukrainian forces respond and respond powerfully. That's probably what Vladimir Putin may want as a pretext to say now
the shooting has started.
Their shooting has started.
The shooting has started.
Part of it is to entice.
The shooting has started. So
the Ukrainian forces.
We'll see what this, we'll see what this escalates or de-escalates into, because you know how Esau works,
Forces to react, which then give.
They'll have a war like this, and then they'll come to a small agreement for a period of time, and then they'll get tired of the agreement between each other, and then go back to So we'll see. Hopefully, this is it, man. Let me get a scripture. This is Matthew 24. Matthew 24:3. It says, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming in the end of the world? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am the anointed, and shall deceive many. We have that taking place. All right, all these prophecies are coming to pass. And ye shall hear of what? Of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. See that ye be not troubled. That's important. All right, because we're serving the power of the universe, the King of the universe. We're narrating. All right, he's using us through our vessels, all right, to preach his word, man, to be his mouth. All right, that's why I'm saying, this is why the Lord himself said, see that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So this is a sign that we are coming into the end of this beast system, Satan ruling on the earth. These Edomites, whether they live in Ukraine, or whether they live in America, Germany, France, so on and so forth, their power structure is going to be taken down by who? The Russians, which are Edomites, which the Lord is going to judge them as well. So we are at the end of the rule of Edom on the planet, and I'm going to finish this out. So 11 seconds.
Gives Putin a premise to attack. So it's a chess game. They're in the trenches. We complain about being cold here.
Yeah, I was just
Imagine being in eastern Ukraine in a trench with the Russian army staring you down.
Yeah, and that's that propaganda. I'll put those two. I'll put these two in the description box. All right, for you to go compare and really see who's being a deceiver in this situation. Like we all know, America to be the devil and Satan. Verse 6, Matthew 24:6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famine and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. So we are in the beginning of, once again, we are going into what? The time of Jacob's trouble, the time of chaos, right? All hell breaking loose. That's what's coming next, man. All right, and this little feud, this little war, shooting match that's going on is gonna culminate into something bigger, Lord willing, because that's what we need. World War III, excuse me. All right, that's gonna lead to all this destruction in this country, man, and all around the world. All right, and this is not just gonna stay a gunfight or a mortar round fight, which are those shells that they're shelling. Let's get this and we'll get out of here. Garments rolled with blood. This is gonna be fought. This is gonna end in nuclear destruction, and that's what Putin was hinting in and talking about. This is not gonna continue to stay a conventional war. It's gonna turn nuclear because it's prophecy. All right, Isaiah chapter 9, verse 5. It says, "For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood, but this." Let's talk about this last destruction on the earth. This last war, this war between the nations. All right, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire, and that's what's going to happen to America. It's going to be burned with fuel of fire. All right, with those thermonuclear destructive missiles that Russia's going to send over here. It says, I'm going to read it again. We'll get out of here. Isaiah chapter 9, verse 5. It says, "For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood." All right, going back to the ancient days, even up to today. All right, you can imagine a battle scene or a scene of war. Confused noise, garments rolled in blood. All right, injuries, wounds. All right, people's arms hacked off. The clinging of swords. When swords hit each other, axes hit each other's weapons hit each other. Just the whole scene is what it's describing. It says, but this war that's about to take place on the earth, all right, between, the nations that the Lord's raising up to use as chess pieces. It says, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. And let's talk about those missiles. All right, so
We're back with the Fox
this
News
is
alert.
gonna, Lord willing, develop into prophecy. All right, as one of the prophecies that we read in Matthew's the 24th chapter, man, which is gonna ultimately develop into what? World War III. All right, and then you have this beast system, all right, that they're setting up here in America, using this is why they're gonna use the 5G system. The elder in the UK, all right, Rory Kwame, he went into how the 5G uses low latency, and that's the perfect system for on-demand transactions, all right, and those different types of whatever uses they're gonna use when you put that chip in your hand, and that's what's coming. That's Revelation the 13th chapter. So all this stuff is coming to pass as the Lord said in these last days, man. And this man is the devil and Satan. All right, so Lord willing, those edifying call, hello, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Rakakodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to you, Akim, across the world, pushing his word in truth and in sincerity and with charity. Shalom and Abba Ball.